A real reset never gets loud. You don't tell people about it. You don't explain why. You don't wait for anyone to say it's okay. Change starts when you step into silence, when you shut out all the noise. Reset your mind. Start your habits again. Focus your life on what matters, even when nobody sees you doing it. No clapping, no one telling you good job. Just quiet choices you make when it would be easier to stay the same. This is how strong people are made, not from feeling pumped up, not from telling everyone what they plan to do, but from controlling themselves, stopping their bad reactions, pulling away from mess and drama, building a strong center inside themselves, piece by piece. If this is already making sense to you, hit that like button right now. If you want to learn how to rebuild yourself without anyone watching, stay until the end because I'm sharing 7 powerful rules that will change how you think about getting better. Today you'll learn 7 Stoic rules, not tips, not tricks, laws for resetting your life when things feel scattered, for starting over after you mess up, for putting your energy into what matters.
These rules won't make you louder, they'll make you harder to break. If you're ready to reset without explaining why, restart without needing permission, and focus until nothing can shake you, prove it. Comment below. I rebuild in silence. Rule number 1. Master the morning before the world wakes. You're losing the battle before breakfast even happens. The first 30 minutes after you wake up decide how your whole day goes, and you're throwing those minutes away. Scrolling through your phone, checking messages, taking in other people's problems, drama, and opinions before you've even thought about your own life. You're letting the world program you instead of programming yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you get up in the morning, think about what a gift it is to be alive." He didn't say this to sound nice, he practiced it. He chose where his mind went first, on purpose. The morning is special ground. It's the only time you're guaranteed to have yourself. Before the messages, before the phone calls, before everyone needs something from you. That time belongs to you, but you keep giving it away.
In silence, before the sun comes up, before anyone needs you, you decide who you are. You don't react to the world. You get ready for it. You don't check what everyone else is doing. You decide what you're going to do. This isn't about waking up at 4 in the morning. This is about protecting whatever morning you have. 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever you can keep safe. And in that time, you do work that builds you up instead of drains you. Move your body, even if it's stretching, walking, breathing on purpose. Your body holds stress you don't even know about. Let it out before it piles up. Feed your mind something good. Read something that lifts you up. Not news, not drama, not whatever the internet wants to show you. Your choice. Wisdom, truth that has lasted through time. Get clear on what matters. What's important today? Not what's urgent. What matters? Not what other people need from you. What you need from yourself. Write it down. 3 things. The non-negotiables that will make today count, no matter what chaos happens. The world will throw everything at you the second you check your phone. Messages needing answers, problems needing fixes, people needing attention. If you haven't found your center first, you'll spend the whole day reacting to outside pressure instead of acting from your own purpose.
You think you don't have time for this, but you have time to scroll for 20 minutes. You have time to lie in bed hitting snooze. You have time to start your day in panic mode, jumping from one emergency to the next. You have time. You're spending it poorly. Comment, "I own my morning," if you're committed to taking back control of your day. I read every single comment and want to know this is landing with you. When you master the morning, you're not changing a routine. You're taking ownership of your life. You're saying, "I decide how this starts." And that choice flows through everything that follows. People who seem unshakable built this foundation. They don't rely on feeling motivated or waiting for perfect conditions. They created a morning practice that anchors them no matter what the day brings. In silence, before the noise starts, you become someone the noise can't touch. You fill yourself with clarity, so confusion can't empty you. You build strength, so stress can't break you. Start tomorrow, not next Monday, not when things calm down. Tomorrow. Wake up and give yourself 30 minutes that belong only to you. Guard them like your life depends on them. The quality of your life depends on them. Rule number 2, speak less, notice more.
You talk too much, not because you're sharing wisdom, because you're filling space, filling silence, filling the empty spot where real observation should live. Every word you speak is energy you're not using to understand what's happening around you. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, said it perfectly. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we talk. But you're doing the opposite, explaining, defending, proving, performing, all while missing everything that matters. Silence isn't empty. It's full of information you're too busy talking to receive. When you stop filling every gap with words, you start seeing patterns you've been blind to. You notice body language, tone changes, the things people aren't saying, the truth hiding behind what they perform. Most people talk to avoid thinking. They narrate their lives instead of living them. They explain their plans instead of doing them. They discuss their goals instead of reaching them. And all that talking creates a fake sense of progress while nothing changes. In silence, you become powerful, not in a mean way, in a strong way, because people reveal themselves to those who know how to listen. They tell you exactly who they are, what they want, what they're scared of, but you'll never hear it if you're too busy talking about yourself. This isn't about becoming mute. It's about being intentional. Every word should serve a purpose. Either it adds value, builds connection, solves a problem, or it shouldn't be spoken. Small talk? Fine in small amounts, but endless conversation about nothing? That's noise you're adding to an already noisy world. Watch the person who speaks the least in any room. Often they're the most respected. When they do speak, it means something. Their words carry weight because they're not weakened by constant chatter. They've been watching, listening, understanding, and when they contribute, it lands. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now, because I post content like this every week. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button. In silence, you also notice yourself, the urge to interrupt, the need to be right, the push to share your opinion on everything. These aren't signs of being engaged, they're signs of being insecure. You're trying to prove you exist by making noise. Start practicing smart silence. In conversations, listen to understand, not to respond. Let the other person finish completely. Wait 3 seconds before you speak. Notice what happens in that pause. Notice what you learned that you would have missed if you jumped in right away. Stop explaining yourself all the time. Your actions speak. Your character speaks. Your consistency speaks. People who need endless explanations aren't listening anyway. People who are paying attention don't need them.
Notice the world around you. The details you've been missing because you're trapped in your own story. The opportunities hiding in plain sight. The warnings you've been ignoring. The beauty you've been too distracted to see. When you speak less, your words gain power. When you notice more, your decisions get better. You stop reacting to surface information and start responding to deeper truths. Close your mouth. Open your eyes. Let the world teach you what your talking has been blocking you from learning. Rule number 3. Treat your energy like currency. You're exhausted because you keep giving yourself away for free. Every notification, every conversation, every drama, every problem that isn't yours. You scatter your energy across things that don't deserve it. Then you wonder why your focus is gone, why your goals feel far away, why you show up for everyone else, but not for yourself. Seneca warned about this. We don't have a short time to live. We waste a lot of it. What we waste isn't ours, it's attention, focus, effort, the parts of life that shape who you become. Every interaction has a cost. Some are worth it. They match your values. They strengthen your character. They move your life forward.
Most are unexamined. They pull you into noise, distraction, and emotional work that adds nothing to your path, and you keep allowing them in. In silence, you audit your life honestly. You look at where your attention goes. The friend who only calls to dump their problems, the family member who loves chaos, the coworker who complains constantly, the pointless online arguments that leave you angry and unchanged. Each one eats up focus, and focus, once scattered, is hard to get back. Time is fixed. Attention is chosen. When your attention constantly divides, your discipline weakens, your clarity fades, your ability to act with purpose falls apart. You must become selective, not cold, not cruel, deliberate. Some things deserve your presence, your values, your responsibilities, your craft, your growth, the people who matter. Everything else must be limited or removed. Stop responding to everything right away. Stop showing up out of obligation. Stop getting involved in every conflict. Stop carrying burdens that aren't yours. That isn't virtue. That's being careless toward yourself. In silence, you learn the difference between what needs action and what only demands reaction. Most urgency is fake. Most problems don't need you involved. Most drama only survives with your attention. When chaos reaches for you, you choose. React and lose control, or pause and act with reason.
People who seem disciplined aren't immune to distraction. They guard their attention. They decide where effort goes. They pull away from what weakens them and commit to what strengthens them. You think giving everyone access makes you good. It doesn't. It makes you broken into pieces, and a broken mind cannot live well. In silence, you restore order. You step back. You disengage. You let your mind settle, not to escape life, but to meet it with clarity and self-command. This isn't selfishness. This is Stoic responsibility. Rule number 4. Build yourself where no one's watching. Your private discipline decides your public power. Everyone sees the result. Nobody sees the repetition, the hours you spent alone, the failures you worked through in silence, the moments you chose growth over comfort when no camera was recording. That's where real strength is built, not on stage, in the shadows. Epictetus understood this deeply. He said, "First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." He meant, stop performing before you've prepared. Stop announcing before you've achieved. Stop seeking approval for effort that hasn't produced results yet. The world is full of people who talk about what they're going to do, what they're working on, what they're building.
And most of them never finish, because the talking gives them the good feeling they should be getting from the doing. The attention replaces the achievement. In silence, you do the work nobody applauds. You study when everyone else is sleeping. You practice when everyone else is partying. You sharpen your skills when everyone else is watching videos. You build the foundation that will hold the weight of success. Nobody's watching you earn this. If you're getting value from this, make sure you've hit that like button. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, share it with them right now. The work the world doesn't see, the book you're writing at 5 in the morning, the business you're building after your regular job, the skill you're developing in your spare room, the healing you're doing in therapy, the debt you're paying down dollar by dollar, the body you're rebuilding rep by rep. None of it is glamorous. None of it gets likes. None of it trends. But it's real. And real work done in private always beats fake work done in public. Most people fail because they need an audience to perform. When nobody's watching, they don't show up. They need outside motivation, outside approval, outside pressure.
Take away the crowd and their effort disappears. But people who win, they don't need spectators. They're not performing, they're preparing. Your private discipline is your secret weapon. While everyone else is distracted by appearances, you're building real skill. While they are posting about the grind, you're grinding. While they are talking about consistency, you're being consistent. Rule number 5, measure progress by what you no longer need. Growth isn't about adding, it's about subtracting. You think you're improving because you're learning more, doing more, achieving more, but real growth happens when you need less. Less approval, less distraction, less drama, less stuff, less noise, less proving, less explaining, less outside proof that you're worthy. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. He ruled an empire. He had access to everything. And he understood that piling stuff up doesn't equal moving forward. What have you outgrown? That's the real measure of growth. Not what you've gained, what you've risen above. You used to need the last word. Now you can let people be wrong. You used to need to be included in everything. Now you value your alone time. You used to need to prove yourself constantly. Now your work speaks for itself. This is strength, not the strength to get more, the strength to let go. Rule number 6, respond to life, don't react to it. There's a gap between what happens and what you do about it. Your entire future lives in that gap. Most people collapse that space. Something happens and they explode. Someone says something and they fire back. An obstacle appears and they panic. They're living on autopilot, letting circumstances control their responses, wondering why their life feels out of control.
Viktor Frankl discovered the most powerful truth about human freedom. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. He learned this in the worst place imaginable. You can learn it right now. Every moment offers you a choice you're not taking. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You can rage or you can breathe and let it go. Someone criticizes your work. You can defend or you can consider if there's truth worth examining. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. In silence, you create that gap. You practice the pause. You train yourself to stop, breathe, and choose instead of exploding into wherever your nervous system defaults to. Rule number 7, find meaning in the repetition. Your life isn't going to be a highlight reel, and that's exactly where the power is. You're waiting for the big moment, the breakthrough, the day everything clicks and your life becomes what you've been dreaming about. And while you're waiting, you're dismissing today. This ordinary, unremarkable, repetitive today.
But this is it. This is your life, not the future moment you're imagining. This repetition, these small choices, this boring discipline, this unglamorous consistency. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not because the present is always exciting, because it's all you have." The magic isn't in the moment you finally reach the goal, it's in the 1,000 days you showed up before anyone cared. In silence, you make peace with this. You stop romanticizing the future and start honoring the present. The person you're becoming is being built in these repetitive moments, the boring ones, the ones that don't feel big, the ones where you're tempted to skip because what difference does one day make? Every difference. One day builds or one day breaks. One day strengthens the pattern or weakens it. One day proves to yourself you're serious or proves you're not. 7 principles, one truth underneath them all. You already have everything you need to become unbreakable. You don't need more information. You don't need more motivation. You don't need perfect conditions.
You need to commit to the work that happens in silence, where no one's clapping, where nothing feels dramatic, where real change occurs. Master your morning. Speak less and notice more. Protect your energy like it's sacred. Build yourself in private. Measure growth by what you release. Respond instead of react. Find meaning in the repetition. These aren't tips, they are a new way of living, and the installation happens in silence. If this resonated with you, smash that like button. Comment below with "I rebuild in silence," so I know this reached you. And don't go anywhere, because I've got another video for you on the screen right now. Click that video to keep this momentum going. You're not broken beyond repair. You're ready for a rebuild, and the blueprint is right here. Now go build yourself into something the chaos can't break. Return strong. Return clear. Return unbreakable.